Number 3. In question number 3, they have given two principal strains. Of magnitude 1000 into 10 power minus 6 minus 600 into 10 power minus 6. So we already know the strain doesn't have any units. But the point is, between these two, which one will be the major principal strain and which one will be the minor principal strain, we need to know. So 1000 I am taking as epsilon 1 minus 600 I am taking as epsilon 2. So epsilon 1 will be major, epsilon 2 will be minor principal strain. To predict which one is the major principal strain and which one is the minor principal strain, just we need to look at only magnitude. We should not compare with the signs. We need to look at only magnitudes. Here 1000 is more than 600. This is the reason why this is a major principal strain and this one is a minor principal strain. So in this question, our aim is to calculate maximum shear strain. Maximum shear strain I am assuming as gamma. So how to calculate it? To calculate maximum shear strain, the direct formula is mod of epsilon 1 minus epsilon 2. If you substitute here 1000 minus of 600, that will be plus 1600 into 10 power minus 6, you will get. Like this you may get 1 mark question, but the point is how this formula came. I think I am going to prove. So before going to this discussion, one assumption I am going to give. Assumption. So for these two principal strains, if you draw the state of strain, and this is epsilon 1 and this is epsilon 2, state of strains we can call it as. Now the assumption is, in the problem they only given sigma 1 sigma 2, sorry epsilon 1 epsilon 2, so I am assuming as a plane strain condition. Whenever it is a plane strain condition, then the third dimension we should not consider any sigma values, any epsilon values. We only consider these two, epsilon 1 and epsilon 2. So for that, keep it in mind. If you want to calculate the maximum shear stress, the formula is given as sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2. But here, sigma is replaced by epsilon, tau is replaced by gamma by 2. Whatever may be the formula that we have seen for stresses, so just this simple conversion you need to remember. Wherever sigma is there, replace with epsilon. Wherever shear stress tau is there, then replace with shear strain by half of the shear strain we need to consider. If you substitute here gamma max divided by 2, that is exactly equal to epsilon 1 minus epsilon 2 by 2. 2 gets cancelled out. Finally we can form this formula. So how we can prove it? Again, for that you need to know the concept of Mohr circle. The concept of Mohr circle. Mohr circle for strains I am taking. So it is a graphical representation between normal strain to the shear strain. So normal strain I am taking in the x-axis as epsilon. Shear strain I am taking in the y-axis as gamma by 2. Keep it in mind. So as epsilon is 1000, epsilon 2 is a minus 600. By using these 2 points we can find the center. From the center we can draw one circle. Mohr circle we can call it as. This is the center of the Mohr circle. From the center, exactly at this point, the properties of the Mohr circle for stresses that I am going to discuss in another programs. Here, this is gamma max divided by 2. This height. Can we say this height is exactly radius of the circle? The gamma max by 2 is the radius of the circle, then gamma max is dia of circle. 2 times of radius is diameter. Diameter of Mohr circle. What is the diameter? This is the diameter. So from this origin, this value is 1000. From this origin, this value is 600. The total will be 1600. 1000 plus 600 into 10 power minus 6. 1600 into 10 power minus 6 will be the correct answer. So like that also we can calculate it. So Mohr circle for stresses you need to know first of all. Then just by doing this conversion, You can draw more circle for strains also. What is observation that we can make? Observation. As we know, this is a plane strain condition. We are not considering any values in the third perpendicular direction. Let us say if you consider, then epsilon 3 we have to take it as 0. If we take epsilon 3 as a 0, then here epsilon 3 will be there. By using 1 and 2, this is a more circle. Then by using 1 and 3, one more circle also we can draw. Then by using 2 and 3, another more circle also we can draw. It's clear. So this is one gamma max, this is another gamma max. So here also one more gamma max we can get. So gamma max for 1 to 2, gamma max for 1 to 3, gamma max for 2 to 3. The maximum of these three can be called as absolute shear strain. Keep it like absolute shear stress, absolute shear strain will also be there. But do you know these three can be called as in plane shear strains. In plane shear strains. Like in plane shear stresses, in plane shear strains will also be there. The maximum of these three can be called as absolute shear strain. So here the formula to calculate absolute shear strain is maximum of epsilon 1 minus epsilon 2 comma epsilon 2 minus epsilon 3 comma epsilon 3 minus epsilon, the maximum of these three, the maximum of these three. But here, even though if you calculate absolute at tau in plane, absolute shear strain or in plane shear strain, so both are exactly equal for this condition, but not for all the conditions. So this is the entire information we can discuss for strains, principal strains.